Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. Last time we unfortunately spent a lot of time just on briefly talking to Jaheira and then leveling her up, which I know is not the most exciting gameplay, but we're now ready to actually jump into this hollow tower to try and follow Ketheric and hopefully Aelin. We hope she's down there so that we can get answers for Shadowheart. We brought Jaheira into the party to replace Astarion. That may not be the most optimal damage-wise, combat-wise, but we're doing it anyway. You peer down the hole left by the tentacle that drew Ketheric into the darkness. Will you leap after him? Yes.
The hole yawns back at you, impossibly wide. A single tentacle burrowed through stone.
This is an Illithid colony. This must be where they harvest the tadpoles. We're close to the source of the infections.
Okay. We have been wondering where
All of this
that comes from.
How long? And how deep does it go?
4 new journal updates, really? We pursued Ketheric beneath the tower and found ourselves in what appears to be a mind flayer colony. We need to find him. I kind of wish we had Lae'zel here. Finally reached Moonrise Towers. Captured by Drow. Nothing new there that I see. Delve deep into Moonrise Towers. We should search the area thoroughly. The devil that Mizora asked us to rescue must be nearby. That's true. We haven't found that devil yet. Some devil of importance to Zariel. Yeah. Okay. Don't know. Do I want Lae'zel here for an Illithid colony? I don't suppose there's any way for me to go back. No, I can't switch out my followers. Well, that's... Now that we're in an Illithid colony, I'm like, oh yeah, Lae'zel should definitely be here because she would certainly have things to say. Versus Minthara probably doesn't. I mean, I could just reload to right before jumping in. But no, I'm going to let things run as they are. But I guess it would have been obvious that we were going into Mind Flayer territory, and so I should have just
You need my expertise.
brought Lae'zel here, and I just didn't. Didn't consider it.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Descend, assemble. Don't know who's talking.
Moving ahead.
Or maybe what's talking.
Tread carefully. We are very close to the source of the Absolute now. That telepathic storm has become a tempest.
Intellect Devours. Did we kill us on the Nautiloid? There was a specific Intellect Devour that we tried to pry out of a guy's head. I think we failed. Or something. It was named Us. And can't imagine that it would be here, but part of me also wonders if it somehow might have gotten here. Let's see, looking at our map. So we're wanting to go to the left to rescue Zariel's asset. Apparently we know that. And over here is a route that somehow gets us back onto Astarion's quest. That probably is what leads us out. Have we somehow been here before? because it's showing this is a known location. But I don't think we've been down here at all. Do we go forward or do we go through the door? Let's go through the unknown door.
Let's see.
Ugh, gross. No, so this just continues spreading out. I was hoping we'd get to one side that was kind of a dead end. You know, the usual thing of try and find the main route versus the side routes, and explore the side routes before you explore the main route. Alright, well maybe we head towards this asset, because that's probably able to be missed. And so I want to make sure I don't accidentally miss them. The intellect devourer's not attacking me is odd. Yeah, I'm not going to grab any moldy food. A series of dots and broken lines, entries in a language you cannot read, and yet you sense their meaning nonetheless. A blur of noise and pain filtered through a newly born high mind. Staggered fresh from the spawning pool. The elder wakes, the elder births anew. But all is not right. Down in the darkness where the elder stirs, something else moves too. 3 shining lights that taste of pain.
These symbols are nonsense to me. So why can I read them?
I failed an Arcana check. DC 14 and I rolled a 13. Fantastic.
Reporting.
Alright, everyone else give it a shot too. I want to know what the Arcana check is.
These symbols are nonsense to me. So why can I read them?
Mind flayer script. And it makes sense. Must be the tadpole acting as a translator.
Fair enough.
Still breathing, despite everything. Should mind my step.
Do we go just straight here? Because it looks like right ahead is where we're going to find that demon. Or devil, rather. I guess let's deal with that quest while we're here. Rather than just exploring random areas. This, I don't think, is the main quest, so I'm fine going here. It's probably not going to lock me out of anything else. At least I hope so. Tadpoling Center.
This place has been used to make slaves of those who should be masters.
Huh. Tadpoling Center. Okay, we've got some that are green and some that are red. Do the green ones have people?
Civilians, side by side.
Yeah,
This
Mind
must
Flayer
be where
there.
they infect and
Empty.
transform those they kidnap.
This one has a person in it, not a Mind Flayer. Is that Zevlor? That looks like Zevlor. What about you? You're a Mind Flayer. Well, if we found Zevlor, then I want to rescue him, for sure. That is some sort of Flaming Fist individual. Mind Flayer. Another Flaming Fist. Looks like a half-orc. Mind Flayer. And another empty pod. Let's try the non-Mind Flayer, but also not Zevlor. I don't want to start with Zevlor in case I screw something up. So let's go over to some of these. Put down a save just in case. Random Flaming Fist. It is your lucky day. We're going to interact with
This
that.
pod pulsates with the angry memories of Raven Guard's search officer, Manep Shurga. She laments her failure to locate him.
We can't interact with the pod.
This pod pulsates with the angry memories of
Nothing
Raven
more to do
Guard's
there.
search officer, Manep Shurga. She laments her failure to locate him.
Alright, what about you?
The device releases a stream of fragmented memories and emotions, all that remains of the pod inhabitant's former self.
So they're implying that their minds are slowly being frayed and fragmented.
Burn with the dry heat of the fires raging about you. But the pain is not enough to diminish your swing. One goblin after another falls to your blade.
Let's see about this one.
Desperation, pain. A man's voice cries out through the thick smoke. Raven Guard, you call, but the clang of swords and spell shouts of attacking drow are your only reply.
Okay, hard to tell when they're done, and so I'm trying to move on to another one.
Desperation, pain, terror. Cultists raided his village. He was the sole survivor.
Okay. Alright, let's check out Zevlor. We've been looking for him.
You remember the shattered windows of Elturel's high cathedral? The burning black sky of Avernus beyond.
Its tail's poking out through the pod.
In its horror, the blood war unites you. Tiefling, dwarf, and elf alike huddle behind the shields of your paladin order, waiting for salvation. But when it comes, disunity, the returned city casts your people out, the devils who dragged them down to hell. In the end, it is not your paladin oath that is broken. It is your faith itself.
Do we mess with the neural apparatus then, I suppose? Alright.
Your tadpole forms a telepathic connection with the device, and a chorus of static energy fills your mind. Every mind flayer in the room calls out hungrily from its pod, seeking release and sustenance. But there are others in the pods, those not yet infected, not yet elithid, terrified, desperate to escape.
Yep.
The device is open to your tadpole's command, to your authority.
Release, purge, or leave them be. Looks like I can't conveniently just release the people that are still human, not elithid. Human's not the right term, of course. So we could do release, but then we need to protect those who haven't turned yet. Definitely not going to do purge. I think release. Minthara disapproves. It's fine, Minthara disapproves of everything. We got an update on... Hello. We got an update on the Find Zevlor, but we also got an update on the Find Mole. We didn't see Mole in there. We opened the pods, releasing a host of mind flayers. We're in for a fight, yes. There was no sign of Mole in the tadpoling center of the mind flayer colony. She must have found a way back out of this accursed place. Okay. So we are confident at this point, at least we think that Mole didn't actually end up here, managed to get out. So she's somewhere back on the surface. Alright. Zevlor is level 9, so I hope that means he can take care of himself. Level 8 Mind Flayer, level 8 Mind Flayer. Level 8 Mind Flayer, level 8 Half Orc. Level 8 Mind Flayer, level 6 Human. You're the one that's going to die first. And then a couple of level 1 Intellect Devourers. Okay, Minthara. I think we'll send you over here. How do I want to do this? Probably we send you over here.
You will break.
Saved against charm. Okay. That's that same ability that I always don't think to use because I don't care. But that would have prevented her from taking any more attacks against him. Which would have been annoying. There we go. So he's reasonably hurt.
You know,
Jahira, if we had you do a melee attack, you can't actually get over there. How is your melee attack only 75? I think her first attack started at 95. And you're also not going to get 2 attacks per turn, I suspect. So you can replenish spell slots. Cool. Wild shape into... Do I click this and then it gives me my choices? Seems weird that that's how they're handling... Okay, yeah. Badger, spider, wolf, cat, deep rothy, panther, and owlbear. I mean, I could just have her wild shape into an owlbear right now. Poison spray is up to 2 to 12 damage. Or 2d12 damage. Problem is, there's so many people around. Like, I could do some big area attacks like Cone of Cold. But we're gonna hit allies. Conjure an elemental, maybe? Could be fun. Get to choose what kind of elemental. Air, earth, fire, and water. Yeah. Nope, not rest. I keep trying to click T and keep clicking Y on accident, which is really bad. 46 bludgeoning damage. Punch a foe, leave behind a residue of mud. 2d6 plus 1. Create sludgy, muddy surfaces while walloping your foes. And they do a decent amount of damage. I don't really want to use my 5th level spells right now. D12. If you attacked with this, it's 6 to 11 versus 2 to 24. This is just better. Oh, that 49 to hit is not good, though. What kind of save is he making? Con save. You guys have crazy con? Not really. Then why is your attack so terrible? Is your spellcasting just that bad? 70%'s not bad. I don't know, weird. Like, she can't run over there, so we've got to focus on these ones. I could have her just focus on taking out the small intellect of ours. But no. Go for a hit there. And yeah, you only get a single attack. Maybe we do the Flame Blade next turn to at least do some better damage. I don't know. She's not striking me as terribly powerful. Looks like she can run away without provoking, which would be nice.
Quickly.
Hopefully have them focus on maybe Shadowheart. So Varric, what do I do with you? I think we're going to go with Haste. Because it's such a good first move. On yourself and Minthara. And then I want you dead. Well, one of you dead. All of you dead. Could maybe pull off a line to hit both of them, maybe. With Lightning Bolt. A dex save. Their dex save is pretty terrible. I doubt they're wearing... yeah, metal armor, so we don't get advantage with that, but it's going to do crazy damage because it adds our +5 charisma 3 times. So 2 to 16 plus 15 versus something like this. 8 to 48. I mean, this does more, but it's also a 3rd level spell. Can I tell the chance of hitting them? Not really. Do I have anything else that's a dex save where it would give me 56% to hit them? So that's what my chance of hitting with a lightning bolt would be, probably. Let's do Shocking Grasp then. As much as I hate getting that close, because I have haste on me, and I don't want to drop it with a concentration check. No, we don't need critical miss, of course. Alright, let's just back up out of here, please. Call that good for you. You've got 2 more strikes here. Okay, that Mind Flayer's half dead. You've already finished your turn. It's fine. Don't get yourself killed. Yes, attack the little intellect devourers. That is fine. I mean, part of me is still thinking Bless is a powerful choice. Getting an extra D4 on attack rolls and saving throws. It doesn't help spellcasters. So maybe Bless specifically on our 3 melee characters, and we just ignore Varric. We need to keep the concentration, which that's going to be the challenging part. But I want you to focus on us rather than rather than attacking Zevlor, because we want Zevlor to survive. For sure. So, yeah, that's that. Good miss. Good job, Zevlor. Very good job. I guess he's doing smites, so it's fitting that he's doing a very good job. Critical miss. Perfect. Yeah, do some poison damage. Oh, we've got even more running in. Okay, sure. Nope, that's all fine. Okay, we kept our concentration. Perfect. Oh, concentration broken on Bless. Are you kidding? Well, Bless is gone already. I would like to put all my attacks into you. Yeah, I'll risk the attack of opportunity. Oh, this one's going to also get an attack of opportunity. Of course it will. I mean, her AC is really high. I'm not that worried. Perfect. We don't actually have to get out of his range. Should I use my spell slots? I probably should. Come on. There you go. 13 damage. Now you're gonna have to do another smite in order to pull that off. Alright, then never mind. Oh, right. Forgot that we gave her that. Okay. You can stand in there and tank.
Always the same old song.
Alright, Jaheira, what did we do with you? I think I'll just have you take on the intellect of ours. That seems about your speed. I mean that in the nicest way possible. Oh, right, I was gonna have you do Flame Blade. And totally forgot. It only lasts for 10 turns, so I want to use it at the start of my turn. Rather than casting it at the end of this turn, where it just wastes a turn. So, yep, that was your turn. Well done. Do we attempt Shocking Grasp again? I think so. It's really good if we hit. Oh, he hit us with the charm. So we can't... Yeah, we can't attack him again this turn. We could head over to this Mind Flayer, though, and do the same thing. I don't see any indication of an attack of opportunity. %, even better.
Try me.
And then please still pull back. Okay, dominate on Jaheira. Don't really want you to dominate Jaheira, if I'm perfectly honest, but I also don't want to give up my 3rd level spells, but I'm gonna do it anyway. No, don't stun her. Come on. You guys are gonna lose. Just allow us to win. Alright. Minthara was stunned, unfortunately. Alright, Flame Blade. So you've now got Flaming Scimitar. You can't even get over to Mind Flayers to find out how much damage you would do. So, just attack this one. Wait, did you attack with your... So it put the Flame Blade in your offhand, which I guess is fine. But then you attacked with your main hand, and therefore was using just your normal weapon rather than your awesome new 3 to 18 fire weapon. Sure. I guess we should have used it last turn, since you can't attack with the Flame Blade on the same turn you cast it. Strikes me as odd. Really odd, but alright.
Never a dull moment.
Alright, so we have you and you. And then another one over here. We've got too many enemies that are half dead. We should be focus firing. You are the closest to dying. Let's get you a Shocking Grasp.
Death won't take me yet.
Goodbye. And then let's hit you with Shocking Grasp. Perfect. And then pull back to safety.
Path lies before me.
Alright, Shadowheart, what can I do with you? I mean, Minthara is hurt. Not terribly so.
No mercy.
Yeah, I guess comparing characters that attack twice, like melee characters, to characters that don't, like Jaheira and Shadowheart, just feel like I'm not keeping up damage-wise. And I guess if you're not a primary melee character, I guess they think it makes up for it because you have spells, but I just am not using spells much, and a 2 to 16 dex save spell just doesn't feel amazing. And then casting spells with concentration that they just break next turn feels bad. Let's leave a spot open in case Zevlor wants to head over there. And he does. Well done. I guess Charm was kind of extremely unnecessary there. No, no, no. Don't keep attacking Varric. What did you just hit? Charmed. So Varric can't attack you. That's disappointing. Yeah, you can take the attack of opportunity to get over here.
Enjoy.
Ah, successfully charmed. It's not what I want. Because all they have now is the Intellect Devour and this Mind Flayer. And since I literally can't attack that Mind Flayer, that is super disappointing. And I guess I can still have you over here. Maybe to impose flanking bonuses, except that's not a thing. Alright.
Red in tooth and claw.
And you're too far away. So I could have you jump, but then you lose your bonus action, which is your cool new flaming sword. Or I could have you dash, which would use your main action and then allow you to attack with your offhand. 3 to 18 versus 6 to 11. Sure. Dash. Even though it's kind of stupid.
Forward.
Just so you can attack with your offhand, so me casting that spell doesn't feel as useless. 70% versus if you attacked with your main hand, which you can't. I wanted to know the percentage. If we look... Yeah, so your main hand is a +9 to hit. Your offhand is only a +4 to hit. So we have tanked... Well, I guess it hasn't tanked it. It's the same it would have been as a dex weapon. Yeah. I don't know how to use you, Jaheira. Perhaps I should have gone Circle of the Moon and just focused all in on wild shaping in every fight. I don't know.
Nothing will stand.
Then Varric is not allowed to attack this. What if I do something that's technically not attacking it, but kind of is attacking it? Like, is that kosher? Like, I'm not attacking you, Mind Flayer. I just chose to shoot a lightning bolt through your square. Like, I can't drop a fireball on you, but what if I dropped a fireball, you know, right here? I guess we'll go with the option to test it. It's not wasting major resources. So I'm just going to choose to breathe fire in this direction. I'm totally not attacking you. It totally works. Alright then. I mean, lightning bolt is such a waste. But I have to choose area attacks. I mean, I guess I could do thunder wave. There's not really a great way to not hit Minthara with it. If I step a bit farther over. Target is blocked. Okay, there we go. That'll launch him and it doesn't hit anyone else. And it's just a first level spell. Oh, it did hit Shadowheart? Come on. I didn't see that she was marked. Could have possibly stepped back a tiny bit. Meanwhile, he's like, but you're not allowed to attack me. Come on. Good throw. Very good throw. Alright. There we go.
Hells. I didn't think I was going to make it. I owe you an explanation. Much more than that. But first, the others, the ambush. Tell me they survived?
Some did. You abandoned them. Do you really think you have the right to ask? Wow, that's harsh. Whoa. Conversation? Hello?
I'll never be rid of it.
Why did the conversation just
To pay for this.
end?
If I make it out here alive.
Oh, an intellect devour suddenly came into attack. And I'm shockingly not part of this fight. Alright, can we get back to our conversation? I hope it doesn't end... Like, I hope we can restart that conversation. Because if an intellect devourer walking in suddenly killed that conversation, I'm going to be disappointed. Oh, lethargic is dealing with... Okay. Come on. There we go. Zevlor.
Hells.
Okay, perfect.
I didn't think I was going to make it. Thank you. I owe you an explanation. Much more than that. But first, please, the others, the ambush. Tell me they survived?
Okay, so we can say he abandoned them and he has no right to ask. Some, others ended up in a cell in Moonrise. That's on you. They found refuge, but what the hell's happened out there, Zevlor? Or I can't tell you. I don't feel like blaming him. Have we heard that he's somehow at fault? I don't recall anyone else blaming him. But this is very pointed of us blaming him. So I'm going to go with 3. They found refuge, but what the hell's happened out there, Zevlor?
You've heard some of it, I'm sure. That I froze, or broke, or some other lie that is kinder than the truth. We were ambushed by cultists, yes. And then I heard her, their false god, whispering promises in my mind. I would be a paladin again, with a god's purpose, a god's power. Everything I needed to protect my people. And all the while, the cult tortured them. They fought and ran and died around me, while I imagined myself their savior. By the time I regained my senses, it was too late. I did not just surrender to the Absolute. For a moment, I welcomed it.
So how long have you had a parasite then, is what I'm wondering. If you wanted power, you never needed a god, only live up to your ideal. Yep. Because in 5th edition D&D, paladins are not tied to a god, they're tied to their oath. In previous editions, paladins were tied to a god, much like a cleric, where they got their power from a specific deity, but in 5th edition, they get their power from following their oath. For a moment, until you realized your reward would be a tadpole. Sounds like you were being enthralled, it's not your fault. There's some possible truth to that. People didn't need a paladin, they saved themselves. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the first one. You never needed a god, you should have just lived up to your ideal.
I fell short of that mark in Avernus, and even so, it was not so bad as this. I won't make excuses. I can't make amends, but I know something of what you came to do. I want to help, if you'll... Ketherick is below. He thinks you're no longer a menace. Descend and show him how wrong he is. If there are any more survivors,
we keep cutting dialogue.
Find them and lead them out of this place.
I could use another blade in the fight to come. Yeah, Zevlor seems pretty capable. Find your own people, they need you. Maybe. I don't care what you do, just get out of my sight. No. Fine, good luck, Zevlor. I could use another blade in this fight to come.
Only if you can trust it won't be buried in your back. The Absolute swayed me once before. I won't risk... Go, my friend. Please. Let me do this.
There's something really weird going on with that dialogue there. But okay, Zevlor is not going to fight with us. That's fine.
Something good here, I hope.
We'll want to talk to the Flaming Fist people. Because they were here with the councilman, Will's dad. So hopefully they know more about what's going on there. Some good ingredients.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
And it looks like all of these Intellect Devourers have the Intellect Devourer Cerebellum. Whereas the ones we fought before did not. Alright. Now you guys, what's your story?
I want to have a word.
I don't know how to thank you. I thought I was done. This is a bleeding shit show. Half my squad's dead, the other half's sporting tentacles. We came here to rescue Duke Ravengard. But we didn't stand a chance.
Did you see the Duke? Are you sure Ravengard's down here? Is the Duke someone who rewards well? Did you see the Duke?
Yeah. He was in one of the pods. The cultists took him away. He was still human and still trying to put up a fight.
Well, that's positive. What do you have to say?
Oh, stench. I'm beginning to think I should have stayed in that pod. In there it only smelled like me. Is there any news about Duke Ravengard? Did he get out alive? No. Tell by your expression. Gonna have to fall on my sword, aren't I?
I mean, I'd hold off on that for the moment.
Design. Blood. Death.
Right. So we're in the general region of the Duke. According to the quest marker. Probably up ahead. But we are going to stop this here. and next time we will continue forward. I also kind of wish I could bring Will in at this point. I don't like that it doesn't... Okay. I don't like that I can't go to camp. Switch out my party. I get why. Because I've come down here. Currently we have no way of leaving. But it's like... there are certain people that would be better to experience this quest. And maybe I should have just, instead of going up here, like wove my way down here to try and find this exit. To see if that would have allowed it. But I don't know if leaving out of here would have counted as a bunch of these quests failing. Who knows? We're going to work with what we have. It's not the best team. It's a fine team. And we'll do that next time, though. See y'all then. Bye.